Greetings everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Vectorman! Now we're going to start Vectorman 2. Look at that title screen. It's awesome. It's a little bit better than the original one. This game was released in 1996. It has 3 difficulty settings just like before. The toughest one is not called Insane, it's called Wicked, so that's what we're going to set it to, obviously. Ooh, contest winner. Alright, so Vectorman 2, much like Vectorman 1, had a contest before it was released, wherein someone would design a morph for Vectorman to morph into. Josh Krebs was the winner, so he is forever immortalized in this. Runner-ups just got some copies of Vectorman 2 for free. Anyway, let's get started with a cutscene. Uh-oh, indeed. Man, Vectorman was trying to listen to some tunes. Why have to ruin his day? Alright, so welcome to the game. Scene 1, Geronimo. The levels in this game are called scenes, not days like before. And, this one's really short. There isn't too much that changed from the previous game. The main gameplay aspects are still there. We're still collecting photons, we're still running and gunning. Still a lot of gimmicks, like this first level, which is a gimmick level. But they did change a few things, like the sound effects for Vectorman's voice acting, which you'll hear a little later. And they changed a lot of the weapons. Aside from the basic shooter, there are extra weapons in the game. A few other things have changed, and we'll go over those as they come. This first level, though, is very short, as I mentioned, and it's already over. So we're going to do Scene 2 in the same video, because why not? Look, an all photons bonus. Probably not going to see that again. The first scene is the easiest one to collect all the photons in. Alright, so welcome to Scene 2, Night in the Swamp. We've got some time for yo-yo, right? Alright, so setting your difficulty to the hardest setting works the exact same as it does in the previous game. It gives you 3 hit points to start with, and lowers the amount of time you have to beat the levels, also makes the enemies harder to kill. Scene 2 is called Night in the Swamp. We are pretty much in the swamp at night. Haha. Get it? The enemies in this game are less robotic and more organic. This game has a lot more of an organic feel to it than the previous game did. So, I'd say it's different enough to make it more interesting. Now that little green bag up there is where we collect power-ups from. No longer are we shooting TVs. Alright, so this is the first changed weapon. We have a laser beam. It's pretty much a spread fire. It just kind of shoots wildly. It also has a really annoying sound effect. Another power-up that we just picked up added some time to the clock. That's going to be important later on. A lot of levels, they don't give you much time to beat them. You're going to want to look for those, especially if you're playing it on Wicked. The enemies in this level are pretty varied. There's the slugs here, which you can only shoot from the front. There's these things on the ceiling that drip down on you. It's easier to avoid those if you can. The best way to kill them is to be directly under them, and that's the best way for them to kill you as well. And there's also some bugs up on the surface. Nothing too deadly. Of course, we're right at the beginning. Oh yeah, I like the energy shot. The energy shot's pretty cool because it bounces up off of enemies and off of the walls and stuff like that. You don't really see it here in this level, but later on you'll see it's got some really cool effects. There's Slug Monster. They have a pretty cool screaming sound effect when they die. Holy shit. That was a dick move. Yeah, this game has got pretty much the same dick moves as the previous game, wherein you can do blind jumps, fall into enemies, all kinds of stuff like that, so get ready for that! Overall, though, I do think it actually looks better than the previous. It looks a little more refined than the previous. It still uses the same pre-rendered 3D graphics, so we've got that going for it, but it's like they expanded upon the ideas. That's the same. This is a power-up that returned from the first game, wherein you can just blow up everything on the screen. I, like an idiot, love to waste it on things, but there really isn't much to use it on in this first level, so I guess I can't really be blamed for that. Alright, and that's the end of the level, so I'll leave it at this for now, and we'll see the rest of this game as it goes on. It's going to be pretty fun. See you guys next time. Later.